Hello and welcome to Gartenseile.de. Spring is starting and the beds need to be prepared. Digging, for example, with a spade disrupts the soil fauna. It's better to loosen the soil. The company Terradix has provided us with 2 Broadfork tools. And even though we received the tools for free, we will test them just like we do, with the tools we've purchased. In this video, we'll show you how to use the Broadfork and whether they are really any good. We hope you enjoy watching. The company Terradix has delivered 2 Broadfork tools to us. We've heard a lot of good things about these tools and are very curious to see if they really are a must-have in every garden. The Broadfork is a gardening tool that loosens the soil. It is also referred to as a double digging fork because of its width. Unlike with a spade, the soil fauna is not harmed or disturbed in the process. The Broadfork is designed to gently loosen the soil down to depth without disturbing the soil organisms. First, we unpacked the large Broadfork. It is the A100360, A100360, from Terradix with a working width of 50 cm. The double digging fork is well packaged so it wasn't damaged during transport. But the box isn't punctured either because the Broadfork is delivered in a transport position. This means that the tines are folded up and secured with screws. To get the Terradix Broadfork into working position, the screws need to be loosened first. For that, we just need a simple 13mm wrench, and then we carefully remove the film and position the tines. There is no instruction manual for this, so we first had to see whether the lower part goes outward or to the left, or needs to be attached on the inside. After just a few looks, we realized that the working tool is screwed on from the outside at the handle. That was relatively easy to do, and I was able to manage it well on my own or without a second person. The A100360. It has 5 tines, each 30 cm long, and is designed for medium to large beds. The second Terradix Broadfork is called A100360. A100360. And with a working width of 31 cm, it's a bit smaller, but it's also well packaged. A small piece of cardboard between the tines prevents them from puncturing through the box. The Broadfork comes in one piece and doesn't need to be assembled separately. From our experience, such devices have a long lifespan because there are hardly any weak points where rust can develop. The smaller Broadfork has 4 tines, each 25 cm long, and is designed for smaller and medium-sized beds. Terradix also offers several other models. All of them are made from high-strength tool steel, making them particularly sturdy. The tines are continuous and on both sides, welded to the pipe. The surface is Klompet, powder-coated, which prevents rust and also provides a smooth surface that doesn't easily cause blisters on your hands. Both devices give us a sturdy impression. We can hardly imagine that anyone could ever break them. It's spring and our garden still looks quite wild. To prepare, we now want to loosen the beds and take the opportunity to test the 2 Terradix Broadforks. First, we're working with the large Broadfork double digging fork. This is pushed into the ground using 1 foot or, if you don't have enough strength, even with multiple feet on the wide surface. It works quite well and even a weaker person can manage it quickly. Then the double digging fork is pushed back at about a 30-degree angle. This loosens the soil. When using it, you work backwards and shift the Broadfork a little each time. This is how the soil is optimally broken up and no large clumps are formed. It's wonderful to work with this double digging fork. Other Broadforks have a single handle on the right and left. Here, the handle is continuous, which makes handling it much easier. A similar approach is taken with the smaller Terradix Broadfork. Stab it in, step on it, move it back at a 30-degree angle, and then start again. The rubberized T-handle feels good in your hand, and you don't slip off easily. After loosening the soil, the weeds can be easily removed. You can either pull the plants out or rake over the bed. It goes quickly and effortlessly. Now we wondered, can you also loosen the soil with a digging fork? So we got our favorite spading fork and loosened a piece of soil with it. That works quite well. However, it was better with the Broadfork. The stepping area is significantly larger, which makes it easier to use. In addition, the Broadfork can also break up firmer and harder soils. That's because the tines are narrow in the direction of movement and wide towards the back, which provides stability. With digging forks, it's exactly the opposite. Our conclusion: we are excited about the Terradix Broadfork. They make it easy to loosen the soil. Due to the width, it's much quicker with these tools than with a digging fork. If you also want to buy such a Broadfork from Terradix, you'll find it below in the video. A discount code that is valid for a limited time, so it's worth being quick. Are you already using a Broadforky? Feel free to let us know in the comments below what your experiences are with it. We hope you enjoyed this little video. If so, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. If you prefer the written word and are interested in the topic of gardening, please take a look at our garden magazine at www.gartenzeile.de passt. Until next time.